Dr. Lydie designs legal structures and financial systems for entrepreneurs who are frustrated and disappointed that their business has not been as profitable and successful as they expected. By teaching entrepreneurs how to use the leverage of law, taxes, insurance, and estate planning, entrepreneurs can be 10 times more profitable and successful so that they can build wealth and create a legacy to pass on to their families. Join her, monetizing you and your business at a select.
If you're seeing this video, then I want to thank you for registering for the free special first class that I'm going to share some special training with regard to how to crack the tax code for small businesses. And I am gifting you that first class of the special training because I genuinely believe that you want to make more money. I genuinely believe that you simply need to learn from someone who will show you how to do that. And the reason I believe that is because I know what it is like to not have any money. I have been poor. What I want to share is that the information that I'm going to share in the tax class is powerful. The reason it's powerful is because it's designed by the federal government to give tax breaks and incentives and exemptions and deductions if you're a small business. We're a country that was built on small businesses. The founding fathers were all business owners. None of them were employees, right? Benjamin Franklin had his printing press and he was an inventor. George Washington was a farmer. Alexander Hamilton was an attorney like me, and he loved the financial structure and he built the financial structure of the United States. So I'm involved in the financial structure of the United States. You get to the feeling that I love Hamilton. Yes, I do. These are the secrets of the rich, and the secrets of the rich are really powerful. And I tell people this all the time because they're learning knowledge that works, that's being passed down from generation to generation to them. So they're not guessing at it. They're not hoping and praying it happens. They know it's going to work. And that's some of what I'm going to be teaching you as well on the training. So I've designed cracking the tax code for small businesses for me to be able to share the sections of the tax code that work for you, that work for the rich, that they constantly use, that we need to start using. We need to be bold about how we use it because they're bold about how they use it. So I want you to learn, I want you to implement, I want you to save at least $5,000 on every time you do your taxes using the information that I will teach you. So what does that look like mathematically? Since I have a PhD in finance, I love the numbers, right? So if you live for another 5 years and you use the skills that I teach you in the course, you're going to save at least $25,000 on your taxes. If you live for 10 years, you're going to save $50,000. If you live for 15 years, you're going to save $100,000. If you live for 30 years, you're going to save $150,000. If you live for 40 years, you're going to save $200,000 with a one-time investment of $997. I'd say that's a pretty good return on your investment. And that's just for you. What if you taught your loved ones how to do this, right? What if you taught them, your children, your friends, your other family members? That's a multiplier, as we call it in math. You're multiplying the returns, the savings that they're going to receive as well. My dad was a business lawyer, and he worked with the community and he helped everyone. He helped the butcher shop owner. He helped the seamstress that made the dresses. He helped the little supermarket, a little corner supermarket. He helped the tire shop guy, and they all would come to the house after working to the front porch where my dad would answer their business questions. And I loved it. I sat there and I absorbed everything. And I was so happy. I felt so wonderful. My dad was also an Episcopalian priest. And my dad believed very much in the concept of each one teach one and each one save one. So if you're wondering why am I giving the first training for free, it's in honor of what my dad did for all those small business owners back in Brooklyn in the 1980s that I am paying forward with regard to the beauty and the power that that has given me. But it wasn't always like that. From the age of 9 to the age of 16 in a shelter, my dad disappeared one day. We never heard from him. And that caused my mom, who was a mathematician and an artist, but had no job and no business, she did not have the means to continue supporting me and my little sister. So we wound up in those shelters. Family helped a little bit. I don't want you to think that we didn't have family, but as you know, when things go really bad for you, family will help for a little while, but it's hard for them too. And then they stop helping. Vast majority of our time was spent in shelters, halfway houses, and in the housings, oftentimes the basement of churches, which is why I give so generously to the churches now, because I know the work that they do for those that are homeless or just those that are in need. So I come from a space where I genuinely believe that what I have been given, I share generously, and that goes on to share with others and others and others. And hopefully the information that you will learn during the course will show you how powerful some of these secret techniques are. And I want you to share it with your loved ones, your family, your children, your friends, your clients. Why not? If people choose you to teach them, then choose them to share with them what you learn from me. So when I was a child, my favorite movie was The Wizard of Oz. It was scary, but it was also equally fabulous. And it literally blew my mind. The Wizard of Oz. Good Witch Glinda was my hero. I wanted to do good for others because that feeling of knowing that you help someone is so powerful. And I also knew that no one really showed up to help me and my mom. I wanted to be that person that would show up for others and be a champion for others that would help them in their difficult times. I wanted to become Glenda, the good witch, but I was little. I was 9. And I had no mentors. I had no coaches. I had no one to guide me. I had no one to teach me. So my dream remained a dream for a very, very long time. Then something happened. I got a full scholarship to Columbia University. And the wealthy parents that would come to leave money, gifts for their children would always leave them with me because I sat at the front desk and I said hello and I promised to make sure things got where they were. And I did. I was so happy to be of service. And the wealthy families saw something in me that I did not see in myself. When they decided that they would help me learn how to make money. And they taught me one thing: making money comes from a simple concept that you do really well. Whatever that simple concept is, to learn to replicate it, to learn to be excellent at it, and then replicate it, and then increase your prices as you get better and have better results for others. It was at that point that I realized, oh my God, I was doing good, and that I could be like Glenda the Good Witch. And I chose at that moment to become a good lawyer, because most of the dads were lawyers that I was working and babysitting who were training me. They were lawyers. And I chose to be the good coach because most of their wives were coaches. And I wanted to bring the two together. And so I did. So I began my journey of becoming Dr. Lydie, the good lawyer and the business coach, when I was in college. And to this day, I feel honored that I accomplished those things. I feel more honored that I'm able to work with families and individuals and businesses to show them to do what I do, that they should dare to dream their dreams, that it really will come true. So we're going to have the first class, which is my gift to you as a free class for cracking the tax code. And we're going to learn so much together that day and for 5 more weeks after that, right? So the special private training, that's going to start on Tuesday. I'm calling it Tax Tuesdays, right? April 5th. The course starts on April 5th. And what I've decided to do was to give a start fast bonus, right? There's some folks that are like, I want to register now. I want to register now. I'm like, okay, what do I do for my people that know that they want to do this? And but the tax class doesn't start for a couple of weeks. I'm going to give you a discount. So if you're one of those folks that says, I know you can't fit everybody, which is true, we have limited seats. So if you want to go ahead and pay early, I'm going to give you a $200 discount off of the course. That's right. So the course is now at $997. For the go ahead, register for the course, enroll into the class, save the $200. Welcome to the inner circle of Dr. Lydie, and my friends are your friends, which means if you have a need, let us know. We are champions for small business owners just like you.
So come join her, monetizing you and your business at a Connect with Dr. Lydie today by visiting drlydie.com and at linktree/Dr. Lydie.